We are looking to lose weight, but we also like rice very much, and if we eat rice, our weight will not decrease. But there are ways to reduce the sugar or carbohydrates in rice so that it does not cause obesity or at least has a less impact. In this video, I will explain to you about the methods of reducing the sugar in rice that you may not have heard of before, and the last method is the most important and interesting, which I will explain at the end of the video. If you want to eat rice without a guilty conscience so that it has a little impact on your weight, be sure to watch the video until the end. And if you are interested in such topics and this is your first time watching this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel to see videos like this. More than 40,000 types of rice have been identified in the world, which directly or indirectly constitute the food of almost 4 billion people in the world. If we eliminate rice, we have almost eliminated their main food from many cultures and countries. Many people like to eat rice, but there are ways to reduce the amount of carbohydrates in rice to make you less fat. Let's see what these methods are. Reducing the sugar in rice is very effective in increasing the health of the body, which is more important for people with diabetes or blood sugar and overweight, because it will lead to a decrease in fiber and glycemic index. Each tablespoon of cooked rice has approximately 20 to 25 calories. Of course, to lose weight and control insulin resistance, we should keep in mind that rice consumption should be limited and it is better to combine it with vegetables and proteins to prevent rapid increases in blood sugar. In general, for people who are losing weight, consuming 4 to 6 tablespoons of cooked rice in one meal per day can be appropriate. And more than that will cause weight gain if we do not exercise enough. With the help of the methods I will tell you below, you can reduce the sugar or carbohydrates in rice. The first method is to soak the rice before cooking, which almost everyone does, but it is better to soak the rice the day before to reduce its carbohydrate content. The second method is to boil the rice enough before cooking it, which almost everyone does. And it is better to add a few tablespoons of apple cider vinegar or lemon juice to the boiling rice while boiling. This will make the rice soft and lose some carbohydrates. The third method is to cook rice or brew rice with coconut oil, and it is better to let the rice cool down before heating it. The third method is to let the rice cool down and reheat it. This will cause some of the starch in the rice to turn into starch that is not absorbed by the body during the cooling and heating process, like putting rice in the refrigerator and reheating it. This will also reduce the carbohydrate content of the rice. The next method is to combine rice with vegetables that are high in fiber. For example, eat rice with vegetables or legumes, such as bean pilaf, lentil pilaf, mung pilaf, or dil pilaf. And for example, istambali. These things increase the fiber of rice and reduce the absorption of carbohydrates. Is there a way to prevent the body from absorbing rice carbohydrates at all? It is not possible to completely stop the absorption of rice carbohydrates, but it can be reduced with the methods I mentioned. But the great method that I was going to tell you to reduce the carbohydrates of rice is to add white beans with rice, because white beans contain compounds that inhibit the activity of the amylase enzyme, which converts starch, or the carbohydrate of rice, into sugar. And this allows us to eat rice, but our blood sugar does not rise too high and these carbohydrates are excreted from the body without being absorbed and we do not gain too much weight. So let's eat white beans with rice. Of course, there are a number of natural and chemical inhibitors of the amylase enzyme that prevent the body from absorbing large amounts of these sugars when we eat them. But the most important amylase inhibitors include 1. Natural amylase enzyme blockers. White kidney bean extract contains compounds that inhibit amylase activity. Cinnamon can slow down the digestion of carbohydrates. Apple cider vinegar Its acidity slows down digestion and reduces the activity of digestive enzymes. Green tea contains polyphenols that may reduce the activity of digestive enzymes. Gymnema sylvestre, used in traditional Indian medicine and has an inhibitory effect on carbohydrate digesting enzymes. 2. Chemical blockers. A supplement made from white kidney bean extract is one of the most common commercial amylase products. Acarbose, a diabetes control drug that reduces carbohydrate absorption by inhibiting the enzyme amylase. Voglibose and miglitol, similar drugs to acarbose with similar functions. Of course, these chemical drugs should be used with the permission of a doctor. I hope you enjoyed the video.